Hey buddies, 54 New Star here with something that some of you may have never seen if you're a recent subscriber or a liker or whatever, is that I will sometimes do tech demos of games that I am making. Right now I'm making a 2D platformer game and I'm making several 3D games that are kind of on the back burner, but I'll take one off and I'll mess around with it, put it back on the back burner and all that type of stuff. Right now, I am messing around with the option of building an Android game. My 2D game will be a web slash, standalone PC game, while the game I am thinking about for 3D is something that will be basically only Android. I guess it could be for PC and Mac. I don't know at this moment. I'm just kicking around a ball and I don't know what to do with it quite yet. The game is if you're really a fan of a PS1, PS2 type game, open world, collect stuff, then you'll pretty much like this. It's Jak and Daxter, Banjo Kazooie, and Crash Bandicoot all kind of mixed into one. And so I have built basically a micro demo to basically show what I could do. Keep you guys all updated and all that stuff. Let's move the camera back a wee bit so you can see it. Hopefully there's no huge glare or whatever. So this is another little demo menu. I just threw a whole bunch of stuff together for this. So I can have a working demo in progress. All the stuff can be rearranged and all that. So Epic Quest, the actual menu that you see right here is actually part of any game. If you guys have heard of or play or know of a game called Fate, I think the recent game is Fate the Cursed King or something like that, then I had an idea about that. Oh, I could build that for Android. But I was like, still kicking it around. Don't actually know if I would actually do it. But right now the menu does work. I'm gonna add in a third button. I haven't gotten around to it. It doesn't entail some coding. So options, and then you would have to basically do a sound and then graphics detail and all that type of stuff. And I'm back in college, so I don't have the full time I would like to actually do that. So, but the exit button does work. And there we go, and then we go to views, and it pops it back up, and it basically reloads the game. And we hit the play button, and we hit our first demo level. This is turning, this is moving. So right now I'm using Unity Game Engine and the Blender 3D modeling software. So right now we have some trees. These are from, if you go to DeviantArt, Unity, or OpenGameArt, okay, I guess, well, on OpenGameArt, the guy's name is Yugs, was it Yughes, and then on DeviantArt, the guy's name is Nobax, Nobiax or something like that. Just type in Nobax, DeviantArt Nobax or Nobax DeviantArt, and he should pop up. This guy puts out a ton of Unity, well, not only Unity, but he puts out just a whole bunch of free assets, and some paid ones. And I totally understand. The guy should actually be paid for his work, but these are some of his free assets. And then from some of the stuff is actually from Blender 3D, a open source project called YoFrankie. So like these rocks, and then you see the platforms. Sorry if I'm going everywhere. These platforms over here that you see in the distance, those are actually from that project. These textures, some of the textures I got from a handpaintedtextures.com. And yeah, the guy does jump. It's kind of cool. So yeah, we got some. This is more of a tech demo, guys. So sorry if I'm rambling about techie stuff. So we got mobile diffuse transparencies, and it's really, really awesome. So it's actually going really, really good with the frame rate. It goes up to like 40 or 50 frames per second. Sometimes it hits 60. Lowest it will actually go is about 32, actually. So it's really good. So everything is a collision box, which I actually have to undo for the plants, because I didn't want it for the plants. I wanted you to walk through them. Trees, however, you can't walk through, so that's really good. We do have a problem with, you can see, not, that's part of the camera. I need to tell the camera not to view stuff when you're really kind of up close. And if you see, okay, right here, hopefully you can see it, but right now the light is reflecting off the ground and off the sidewalls. So if you see that, I need to put an auto smooth on that, so the light is the same, basically radiating the same on everything. So let's just walk around everything. The ground is kind of pixelated because I did minimize every texture. Every texture in this game was actually twice the size, but I minimized it by ×2. So if it was 1024, it's now 512, due to the fact that I didn't know, how much I should actually compress it for the first, test demo. So we're jumping on these platforms. I was actually thinking about doing a single-player platformer, but I decided to kind of stick with a third-person Nintendo 64 PlayStation type thing. Another one of my demos, now I have 3 games actually in the work. One's a 2D platformer type, superhero game. Another one is basically a Banjo-Kazooie, whatever. You already know about that. The third one is actually a sci-fi Doom clone, kill monsters. And this is actually Doom. If you play Doom 3, this is the dropship that you see in the intro of the game, and during, when you first actually get to take control of the guy. Now, this animation that you see doing is not the one in the game. This is one that I just put together in the in-game. In Unity, they have an animation system, and I just, quickly animated it really quickly, and it actually was really good. This is right under 100 frames of animation, and it's just really good. The thing's over 3,000, I think, vertices, which is about 15... It's roughly over 1,500 triangles. Sorry guys if you don't know what that means. Basically think of a triangle and then basically duplicate it a little over 1,500 times. So 1,583 times. And you get this drop ship right here. It's a pretty, well, for the time it was actually a really high poly item. In certain games it actually still is. So that's a lot of polygons for a Android game. And then there'll be more high poly items because I'm going to be doing several tests. You'll actually see several tests hopefully this week if college permits. So the animated item, you get, several platforms, you have actually multiple lights. So I'm using Unity free. The free version of Unity with the Android exporter. So hopefully this hasn't turned into a little rant, or not rant, but a drawn out little something stupid. I kind of like it, and hopefully you guys too will like it. I'll probably put this out there. I'm kind of going over the whole thing of, guys, most of these games are going to be free. A sci-fi game maybe costs like 99 cents or free, I don't know, or limited time or whatever. Banjo-Kazooie type game is actually going to be free. 2D game is going to be a web game, so of course it's going to be free. So I just wanted to show you this, guys, to tell you that, I'm not sitting down here just doing nothing, or, just recording video games. I do go to college. I build games when I can, or, when I have an artist with me, we put them together, or when I have enough free assets, I'll just put something together. But, when I'm, not recording video games, which actually there should be another Pokemon video coming up actually really soon. I'm actually coding and putting together game levels that look really good, and putting out video games. So hopefully you will like it and enjoy it, and if you enjoyed this video, to ask any questions down below, like what do you use, how do you use it, blah blah. Best of my ability, I will try to actually reply. No promises on every single question being answered, but I really enjoy this. So hopefully you will too. Bye, guys.